Tuesday morning, welcome to the AM News. My name is Paa Kwesi Schandorf. The Ghana National Association of Small-Scale Miners wants government to empower its task force to complement the fight against illegal mining. Members of the association believe this engagement will cure the politicization of efforts to address the Galamsey menace. The association has trained more than 150 task force members to stamp out illegal mining activities that have destroyed critical water sources and the ecosystem.
The task force of the small-scale miners was inaugurated in 2021 by the Deputy Minister for Lands and Natural Resources, Mreku Diuka, in Kumasi. But they were asked to halt their operations. According to the association, through the support of then-Sector Minister John Peter Amewu, the task force was able to make some gains. Ashanti Regional Organizer of the association, Kwekudua, says it has become essential to back the government's Galamsey fight.
We have our task force. We have the men. We know where the Galamseyers is, so we can fight them, and then it will successful fight, and then he will gain that achievement that he wants. If not, if he says soldiers, they will create mess. If our task force arrests someone who is doing illegal mining, that one is not politicized. It's not like a MPP or NDC. It's about the small-scale mining task force that arrested you. You are doing, unnecessary job. So that's why we are praying the government to help us and support us to fight this fight. We've done it with Professor Frimpong Boateng and then John Peter Amewu. John Peter Amewu support us. But so far as we are changing the sector ministers, each and every one have his own strategy. Yeah, so sometimes they just boycott us and then do their own things, but still there is no success. That's why now I'm pleading with the government just to look into us so that we can do it and do it better.
Despite receiving training by government at the University of Mines and Technology, UMAT, most of small-scale miners remain at home because of the activities of the illegal miners. According to Kwekudua, burning of the excavators will not solve the Galamsey menace, but regular patrol on the red zones and strengthening of the community mining schemes. The small-scale miners believe their involvement will strengthen the community mining and ensure miners live up to expectations.
John Peter Amewu just called and then tell us that they thank us very much because we fight the people that in the river bodies. Yes, that is a red zone. That is very important. Not burning excavators. That doesn't mean that we are fighting Galamsey. Yes, but to clear the Galamseyers, which are the water bodies, that is a fight that you are fighting against Galamsey. And then we sat with the government and we told Nana Dankwa Akufo-Addo just to open that community mining just to the Galamseyers to can get a job to do. He understood us and then open more community mining, but the only thing is that when they launch or they open that community mining, just give it to someone else. The person to sell the land, taking goodwill and so on and so forth. So if the president just came in and opened the community mining and let the Galamseyers to work inside the community mining, it will end up that Galamseyers that we are talking about or we are forcing ourselves here.
Mona Lisa Frimpong reporting.
Meanwhile, the United Progressive Party is asking the International Monetary Fund to add illegal mining to its conditionalities for the $3 billion bailout being requested by government. Finance Minister Ken Ofori-Atta is in New York leading a high-powered government delegation to engage in what is believed to be the final phase of talks ahead of the rollout of the austerity plan. However, owing to what is being described as laxity on the part of residents to tackle the illegal mining menace, the UPP says its position will be on the table of the IMF before negotiations begin finally in New York. Here is founder of the party, Akwesi Odike.
Before I came here, I went to see a lawyer. We want to send a petition to United Nations, European Union, IMF. We want this to be part of the conditions, the strings attached.
Really?
To the bailout.
Tell us about that. So you want the IMF not to give us the funds until what exactly? What are you looking forward to from the IMF?
I am employing the IMF to bring Galamsey issues as part of the conditionalities to secure this bailout. This will push the government harder to take decisive decisions to mitigate this menace. Well, United Nations Security Council too must come in, because now you know the devastating effects. I mean what do we call it?
The effects of illegal
mining. Part of this is have
security matters, right?
No, health hazards.
Right.
Security. Now they are possessing a lot of weapons. Right. Apart from that, HIV is on ascendancy at these mining areas.
And who is infecting the people there?
Are you not aware that recently Ghana Health Service has come out with alarming rate of HIV/AIDS?
Yeah, but why link that to Galamsey?
The prevalence rate is more over there.
You have evidence to back what you're saying?
Of course. Secondly, it is contaminating our food, the tubers. You are sitting in Accra here, unbeknownst to you buy a yam which has been contaminated with cyanide, and you have kidney or any other infections. So we don't want United Nations to come with relief items when epidemic explodes in this country.
So you want them to be proactive.
Proactive.
But I'm interested in the IMF leg, because when you petition the IMF at such a crucial time, where we understand government is leading that delegation to New York as we speak, to try and assess the funds by first quarter of next year, you're making things a bit tough for the president and his government. We need that austerity money. You agree?
The government will meet my petition in New York, IMF office.
Also, you're in fact dispatching that immediately?
Straight away.
Traders are worried about a harsh tax regime and the free fall of the Ghana cedi. They say the situation has now reached frustrating levels and want government to intervene. They blame the situation on the cedi-dollar exchange rate. Dr. Joseph Obin is president of GUTA.
It's affecting us very badly. It's so negative on our businesses to the extent that we cannot even do the volumes that we normally do for Christmas, because our capital has already been dwindled, have been so depleted that we cannot do the same volumes. Our businesses are collapsing. So for Christmas, as you mentioned, it will not be the same as the previous Christmas, because the money is simply not there.
We are told your colleagues in Kumasi, for instance, have shut down shops. I heard an earlier threat from your members also to do same. What exactly are we doing to get government to listen to your plea and your plight as well?
Yeah, so this is a wake-up call. Those what our counterparts in Kumasi have done is a wake-up call. Last week, I hinted government that we used to express frustration. Now the frustration is giving way to anger. Most people are getting very, very annoyed with the whole situation, and we cannot contain it. And this is how the level that it has come. Whatever call that our members call us to do, and for government to listen to our plea, we will listen to them.
The government has now introduced the rapid bus transit services, popularly known as Ayalolo, in the northern region to shuttle within the Tamale metropolis. According to government, this is to help ease the transport challenges and the cost the residents have to deal with. Martina Bugri has more in the following report.
For the first time in many years, residents in the Tamale metropolis will have the opportunity to join the Ayalolo buses in the city, especially routes with transport challenges. For every route the buses ply, commuters would pay 1 or 2 cedis less than the usual fare. At a short ceremony to launch the buses, the Northern Regional Minister Sani Alhassan Shaibu said there was the need to sanitize the city following the invasion of the city by tricycle operators. He said the service will begin with 5 buses, whilst plans are far advanced to add 5 more buses next month.
We all know about the situation of commuting in the Tamale metropolis. The tricycles that are popularly called yellow has taken over the city. We need to put some sanity in the system. We can only put some sanity in the system if we have alternatives. And for this reason, we have tried to introduce the bus transit system that is popularly called Ayalolo to help us improve this situation in the Tamale metropolis. Nobody should see the services of these buses as a hindrance for that person's normal business. We are in a competitive era. Improve on your service and you would have the customers. Let us try to improve on whatever we do so that we can get the benefit of whatever we are doing. We want people to become very conversant with the buses, very comfortable to ride in, and safety-wise, I think it is a better alternative.
The branch coordinator of the Ayalolo buses in Tamale, Sahanunu Hakim Charlie, said they are putting in measures to ensure they give their optimum best.
We want to do our best and the very best to deliver here in Tamale and to serve the needs of the people. The best is our hallmark, and then we are sure Tamale and the whole metropolis, and that's what we are going to do. All what we need is that we need the people to cooperate with us.
He highlighted some of the routes the buses would plan.
We have the central point at Tamale Central. We have point 7. We have one at Quality First, and one just under the interchange. There's one there. Along the routes, the other ones, I think the names are many now if I should mention, but they are properly arranged. We use the technical teams to distribute all these places. We look at the needs of the people and where they converge from, how they struggle to get the means of transport to where they work, their place of work and other things, and those were the things we considered.
Now let's do some NSMQ. St. James Seminary, Drobo Senior High School and Sakafia Senior High School have booked a place at the 1/8 stage of this year's National Science and Maths Quiz at the Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology. Manuel Bright Kweku has been interacting with the contestants.
Arise and shine and come. Let us embrace superdose in fraternal unity. Raise the banner of our alma mater, superdose. That's kind of true. That's the giver of life, strength, knowledge, and experience. Thou hast nature and nourished us. Descendo et laborando, vivi moves.
So these are the guys from Drobo Senior High School, just kicked out Archbishop Porter Girls. Sadly, they won by a point. Archbishop managed to get 32 and they won by 33 points. Feeling right now?
Hey, marvelous too, marvelous. Everything. Hey, on God. Today, dear. Hey, Charlie. It's massive. It is unbelievable. How come school like us is by the grace of God, nothing else?
So you are not expecting you guys to win?
I think it was just by magic or by grace. Yeah, apart from that, nothing else. Because Archbishop Porter Girls facing us. We actually said but by the power of God, God has seen us through and we are now going to the 1/8 stage.
So what should we expect at the 1/8 stage?
Expect the mighty grace of God and the mighty power of God, the wonders now God is doing for us now. Expect.
So what wonders will you also do?
Well,
on the
God is working through us. He's going to do everything for us. So we are just vessels of the Holy Spirit. We don't have to talk much.
You've learned so far on this particular stage.
Okay, so I've learned that right now every school is preparing hard for the NSMQ competition. So we should learn very hard, no matter the school that we are meeting. we should learn very hard and then come so that we can do the contest and do it well.
Okay, so was it that you were underestimating these schools, that you didn't study hard, or what happened?
Oh no, we were not underestimating any school. We studied hard, like day in and day out. We were learning, but anything is capable of happening. It's a competition, so we knew that anything is capable of happening.
So how are you feeling right now?
Oh, I'm cool because we can be called to come for the 1-8 stage, so it's cool.
That's all for the bulletin. For more, log on to www.myjoyonline.com. My name is Paa Kwesi Schandorf. The show continues. Do stay.